Hello everyone, this is Pat with a Oracle card reading and message for Saturday, the 27th of April, 2013. Wow, God, we're nearly at the end of April already. It's Saturday, and it's a day that I always call on the fairies, so I'm going to be calling on the magical fairies today for our reading and message. And sure enough, as I was getting ready and shuffling the cards, one of them, a card already popped or jumped out already. So I'll just show you what that is. And the card that came out was Flower Power. And it says, the message on the card says, spend some time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. So this message, as it indicates, has to do with the healing power of flowers and their fragrances. So my initial message that I get from this is obviously to get outdoors. I know where I am, this is the springtime, and there's a lot of flowers blooming, and it's time to get out and be out and around nature, especially if you feel like you've been cooped up indoors a lot all week in very, stagnant areas, or there isn't a lot of fresh air, what have you. Get out and allow the beauty of the flowers, the fragrance of the flowers to uplift you, to rejuvenate you. Because, with the exception of maybe people who have allergies to, certain flower essences or scents or things like that, the look and the beauty and the fragrance of flowers is very rejuvenating, and in many ways it can be very healing and relaxing. And if you're not in a place where, if you're in a part of the world where you're going into your winter or your cold season, try and bring some flowers indoors for yourself. And I do feel in some ways this is a confirmation for someone who's looking to explore or get into working with flower essences like essential oils as part of their healing practice. You may have been urged to go in this direction, and this is a confirmation for you. I also feel like it may be going out to someone who, maybe if you've been suffering from some kind of an illness, maybe a long-term cold that just won't let go, something like that, you can use flower essences like essential oils and things like that that may be very helpful to you. Or maybe explore the idea of using herbs to give your body some additional support to, to fight off or fend off whatever, cold or illness that you have. So, but it's really, the card message is to really tune into the power, especially the healing power that flowers and their essences have. If you can some way, and for the most part it feels like there may be a lot of people out there who right now are just feeling a little burnt out, or maybe you just had a really stressful week, and the fairies are looking to help you, rejuvenate and recover from that by getting out and about in, the floral kingdom there. So those are the messages that I get from that. Okay, and a lot of times the answers to things are very simple. I mean, if you've been asking for help because you're in a stressful job or work environment, the fairies are saying, remember to surround yourself. This has to do with romancing yourself a little bit too, making yourself the priority, and because you, as the person in your life who is trying to provide, things for yourself, maybe your kids, maybe your family, you need to be revived and rejuvenated, and you need to make yourself a priority sometimes. Or actually, it's usually better to make because if you're the provider, you are the resource, you need to take care of yourself. And you need to make that a priority in some way if you haven't. Now, there's always times when we do need to put others' needs above our own, and but when we do that too much, we can get into a really burnt out place. So a lot of times the solutions to rejuvenation are very simple, and in this case the fairies are saying, just surround yourself with some flowers to uplift your energies. And it also helps us tune into that believe it or not, it helps us, our psychic senses, our intuitive senses, because while it's important to have, visual images around us, like maybe statues of angels, or for some people it might be a picture of Jesus or a divinity that they feel aligned with, Buddha or a saint. It's good to have those visual cues. The things like flower essences and scents and incense, things like that, those are part of the intangible, and they also help us to connect with that the unseen world of spirit. So keep that in mind about flower essences. And they're just relaxing and uplifting too. They can really, because the sense of smell is one of the strongest senses in the body. Smells can bring back, very strong and powerful memories. So in this, working with these essences, you're using that sense to bring about a positive healing for you. And it can do that very well. And a lot of essential oils have properties to them that are, so it's not just working with your sense of smell, but a lot of them have properties to them that are physical properties that are actually very healing. Maybe they're antimicrobial or wound healing in some way. So they do actually help your physical body to heal at the same time. So anyways, okay, let's see if there's any other message that the fairies have for us today. I know that was a very long discourse on flowers, but, all right, so express your individuality is the other card that's spilled out here for us today, and it says, allow your true self to shine because you are awesome. So if you've been feeling that urge, to do things a little different, to bust out of the same old, then I feel like that's part of what this card's message is. It's a little bit of a do it your way, because sometimes our unique way of doing something is, is just that important difference that's needed sometimes. And, there's a lot to be said for, doing things the way that, they've been done for a long time, because, there was probably a reason that was put in place. But there's always, I think, room for something new and different to come in. And with this card today, the express your I want to say the emphasis is on express your individuality. There's a lot of us out there who are doing similar things. If you're in a healing profession, for example, say you do, massage or Reiki or something like that, or even, if you're a nurse or a doctor or what have you, in whatever profession that you may be in, this is about bringing your individuality to it. It's about what you bring to that profession that makes it, importantly different, or that makes people seek you out or something like that. So that's what I get about that card. It's about what you bring to what you do, or what you're desiring to do. And it's, that part of you that you allow to shine is what's going to draw people to you. It's a little bit of a card about coming out of the closet in some way. It doesn't mean that you're not out there doing your work. It just means to allow some part of you out of the closet in a different way. And, that's uniquely you. So in some ways it may help to brand you if you're into branding, but it's by branding can be a good thing and it can be a not so good thing. If you get stuck in a role all at the same time, that's when it's not always a good thing. But this is about branding in the sense of what makes you, uniquely you. And this card, it's very colorful. She's got the red hat on it, which is symbolic of that Red Hat Society that was started, but which I think is an older group of women who just really like to express who they are. But in this particular image, this fairy is just really expressing herself with color. and fashion and what have you. So it's about bringing that element, not necessarily fashion or specifically, although if that is you and that's what you want to bring to it, then that is what is uniquely you. But it might be something different for somebody else. So it's a message about looking at that. And let's see. I just feel like it's sort of time for you to shine. Um, and that it's okay for you to be out there and be a little different. It's okay to be out there and be different. I know sometimes people fear that because of criticisms they may receive, or they're you know um, stepping outside the box, if you will. But sometimes we need people to be different to bring change into society. So anyways, those are the messages that I get for today. I'll just take a quick last look to see if there's anything else the fairies want to let us know. The only other message I get is that take heart, because there's big changes coming. And I know we've already gone through a lot of change in our world, but these to me feel very positive. It's about moving us in a direction of where we desire to be. So I know sometimes it can seem very difficult to feel that way when there's so much that when there's so many problems in the world, there's so many things going on. But it isn't until we face challenges that we look at and create new ways of being in the world that are better for our well-being, both individually and as a society, as a nation, as a world. So, and that's why the fairies are urging you to rejuvenate yourself and get out there and express your own individuality. The true part of you, and because it'll make you happier, and when you're happier, that contributes to a happier world. All right, and I will leave you with that message. So have a lovely Saturday, everyone. I look forward to speaking with you again very soon. And once again, I just want to let you know that I'm doing a well, it was going to be a teleclass, but it's about working with the Archangel Azrael to recover from grief, loss, and shock. And what I think, I will leave the information about it once I have it fully down below. But it's either going to be a telecall, or I may actually turn it into attempt a little radio show with it. So I will be sure to let you know which one it is, and that way you can attend if you so desire. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.